Hello there, boxing fans. Welcome once again to another episode of Talkin' Fight and Boxing News Headlines. Things that are making the headlines today include a variety of different organizations, but let's start off with the newly termed IBA, the International Boxing Association, formerly the AIBA, has signaled its continued commitment to sporting integrity in 2022 and beyond by renewing its partnership with the International Testing Agency for another 3 years. The agreement includes IBA outsourcing anti-doping activities to the ITA, including testing, intelligence gathering, test distribution planning, education, and therapeutic use exemption handling, as well as result management and the handling of anti-doping rule violations. Says IBA President Umar Kremlev, through its work with many sports, the ITA has shown the usefulness of bringing in independent experts to help ensure sporting integrity. At IBA, we are committed to this approach. It is our duty to protect our athletes and reinforce the values of clean sport in boxing. Continuing our work with the ITA will ensure we do exactly that. Onwards we go to a few announcements in the world of signings. Chris Too Slick Congo signs multi-fight promotional deal with Boxer. Former WBO Global Welterweight Champion Chris Too Slick Congo kicks off 2022 with a bang, announcing that he has signed a multi-fight promotional deal with Boxer, that's BOXXER, and aims to get back into the world title contention this year. The Bermondsey star is thrilled to join the burgeoning Boxer stable and is now under new trainer Ben Davison, who also guides undisputed world super lightweight champion Josh Taylor, amongst others, and he plots a big year ahead. All Action Congo, who's 12-1 with 7 knockouts, is managed and guided by Dillian White, joins Boxer alongside another new exciting sign today, London heavyweight Jamie TKV, who will also be trained by Davison. For Congo, he's just ready to get back into the ring and is looking forward to having his fights broadcast on Sky Sports. He said, "It's great to have teamed up with Boxer by signing a new promotional deal with them, as they're doing amazing things, and to be back on a fantastic TV platform like Sky Sports." With respect to Jamie TKV, their announcement on this reads, the Tottenham-based TKV is turning professional after a highly decorated amateur career, which included tenure as a Southern Area Heavyweight Champion and English Heavyweight Champion, plus a silver medal at the 2019 African Games. For his professional endeavors, TKV will be trained by Ben Davison, trainer of undisputed world super lightweight champion Josh Taylor and former trainer of world heavyweight champion Tyson Fury. I'm excited to join Boxer and call it my home. I have seen how Boxer and Sky Sports have gotten behind their fighters, and I know this is where I'll become a force in the British heavyweight scene, just as I was in the amateurs, said TKV. I haven't turned over just to make the numbers. I have my eye on the domestic titles within my first 12 months, and I know Boxer and my team has the power to deliver. All I have to do is win. I am TKV. Woot. Dante Benjamin Jr. signs a promotional contract with Top Rank. Dante Free Smoke Benjamin Jr., the Cleveland-born light heavyweight star who won 7 national titles as an amateur, has signed a multi-year promotional contract with Top Rank. The 19-year-old will make his professional debut in a 4-round bout on Saturday, January 29th at the Robson Conceição Xavier Martinez undercard in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Benjamin is the latest young talent from Cleveland to sign with Top Rank, joining 17-year-old lightweight Abdullah Mason, who's 1-0, and welterweight U.S. Olympian Tiger Johnson, who's also 1-0. Elsewhere, we see that Probellum has signed undefeated 2-weight world champion Dina Thorsland. Probellum is signed. Probellum is delighted to announce the promotional signing of 2-weight world champion Dina Thorsland. The undefeated Dane, who's 17-0 with 7 knockouts, becomes the latest fighter to join Probellum's fast-growing stable of boxers, and she arrives with a proven pedigree at the highest level. Thorsland recently retained the WBO bantamweight title, which he initially won in June, courtesy of an impressive seventh-round stoppage of Zulina Munoz. She also held the WBO super bantamweight title since defeating Jessica Aragon in 2018. Thorsland made her professional debut in 2015, securing victory via a first-round technical knockout against Petra Podraska, and since then she has yet to experience defeat. Congratulations to Tina. Speaking of Probellum bantamweight, having only turned professional in 2021, the Oldham-born bantamweight, who's 1-0, becomes the latest addition to Probellum's, as we said, fast-growing and hugely impressive roster. A former member of Team GB, Colley enjoyed us national titles, including 2016 ABA Championship, while also picking up both silver and bronze medals on the European stage. Colley won his maiden professional bout by overcoming Stephen Jackson on points in Sheffield in November. On to fights. Rumble at the Caribe Royale in Orlando this Friday. We'll have Nunez versus Arrieta. And tickets are on sale now at the historic night of world-class professional boxing, they say, on Friday, January 7th, which will be televised live on Showtime at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. In the night's main event, the Dominican Republic's Luis Nunez, who's 15-0 with 11 knockouts, battles Carlos Arrieta, who's 14-0 with 8 knockouts. He's out of Puerto Rico. In a 10-round featherweight main event, the co-feature pits hard-hitting Starling Castillo, 16-0, who's got 12 knockouts, against Otar Arianson, a 10-0 record with 6 knockouts. In an 8-round lightweight bout, and in the televised opener, knockout artist Edwin De Los Santos, who's 13-0 with 12 knockouts, battles William Foster III, who's 13-0 with 9 knockouts, in an 8-round super featherweight title. Obviously a fight not to be mixed, and as they've mentioned, a historic night of world-class professional boxing, which we all look forward to this January 7th, coming up, I guess this weekend, in a couple of days. Elsewhere, on February 5th, we see Joet Gonzalez go toe-to-toe against Gio Santisima. I probably said that wrong, name wrong. Santisima. There we go. Joet Gonzalez, a Southern California featherweight contender who has twice challenged for world title, is primed for another run at the brass ring. Gonzalez signed a multi-year promotional contract with Top Rank and will return a 10-round bout against Filipino former world title challenger Gio Santisima on Saturday, February 5th at Save Mart Center in Fresno, California. Gonzalo Santisima will serve as the co-feature to the 12-round junior welterweight showdown between former unified champion Jose Ramirez and Puerto Rican two-weight world champion Jose Sniper Pedraza. Good fight coming up over in California. The American Boxing Confederation, that's the AMBC, will host its Elite Continental Championships in Ecuador from March 22nd to April 2nd. The medalists in each of the 13 men and 12 women weight categories are to receive prize money. $10,000 US for first place, $5,000 US for second, and $2,500 US for third. In late December, IBA and AMBC made a joint safe visit to Ecuador to check the work of local organizing committee LOC prior to the event. AMBC President Jose Laureano stressed that the LOC is made up of very professional people committed to the event. All right. A consultant. IBA delegate, sport and development consultant Ria Ramreen mentioned that all efforts are made to organize the AMBC Elite Continental Championships at a very high standard. The location of the competition and training venues, the hotels, hospitals, and airport is ideal, and transport logistics should not be an issue. The hotels are very good, clean, have all amenities, and follow the required COVID protocols. There will be 2 hospitals on standby, covering a wide range of services for the athletes and officials. The LOC has promised sufficient experienced volunteers as well. Just the competition venue raised some concerns, as a lot of preparation work is needed. but the venue manager promised it will be ready, she explained. Good for them. Jason Moloney says he's eager for WBC Eliminator against Nawapan Kaihana. Australian Mayhem Jason Moloney is eager to secure his shot at WBC champion Nonito Donaire as he looks to hammer down a final eliminator for the green and gold strap. Moloney defeated Greer in the middle of 2021, picking up the WBC silver title, putting him in line for a shot at the champion Donaire. Jason discussed what a potential clash with the legendary Philippine champion. He said, I want to get a final eliminator for Donaire. I've worked really hard to come back and improve fighter from the new fight, and I believe I have the skill to push everybody in the bantamweight division. I think I showed that in the Greer fight. I won the title, a WBC title. That's the dream. So if that means fighting Nonito Donaire, then so be it. It'll be a great fight against a great champion. First, they have to get past whoever they put in front of me in an eliminator, and that looks to be a 51-1 fighter from Thailand. So that's my objective as of now. But fighting Donaire was on my Christmas list last year. From a rating standpoint, Thailand's Nawapan Kaihana sits at number 1 on WBC ratings at 118, and Moloney opened up about a potential clash with the impressive Thai. Moloney said, Kaihana is a quality fighter. You don't get to WBC number 1 if you're not, but I can't get Donaire now, and that's the fight I really want, so my team can put me in a position to fight Donaire. I can't look past Kaihana, however, he's a quality fighter, and I wouldn't want to fight anyone who wasn't quality to be made mandatory for the world title. Truth. Liam Bernard Pinchuk versus Jose Mario Flores added to the Joe Smith Jr. undercard on January 15th. This is going to take place at the Turning Stone Resort and Casino in Verona. Star Boxing is pleased to announce an NABA Gold Cruiserweight title bout addition to the Joe Smith Jr. versus Callum Johnson undercard that's taking place on January 15th, as I said, at Turning Stone. So, on the undercard, we have 25-year-old Pittsburgh-based Ukrainian Lyubimir, the Demolition Man, Pinchuk, who's 13-2-1 with 8 knockouts, who set the challenge for the vacant NABA Gold Cruiserweight title against Virginia product Jose Mario Bazooka Flores, who's 8-2-2 with 4 knockouts in a 10-round title bout. Pinchuk was most notably seen on Ring City, USA against rising undefeated American heavyweight Stephen Big Shot Shaw, who's 15-0 with 11 knockouts. Pinchuk moved up to heavyweight for the bout and brought the fight to Shaw over a tough 8 rounds. While falling short, Pinchuk used this opportunity as a learning experience and would return to his natural cruiserweight division in dominating fashion just months later with a TKO victory over Andrew Satterfield in his hometown of Pittsburgh. Elsewhere, we see that the WBA has given until January 7th to send Gaethje Bermudez contracts. Hiroto Gaethje versus Esteban Bermudez. The Championships Committee of the WBA sent a new communication to the teams of Hiroto Gaethje and Esteban Bermudez, granting a period of 10 days to submit the signed bout contracts, and the period expires this January 7th, which is this weekend. The communication was originally sent December 29th, and the bout must take place before February 9th, since the 90-day term expires on that date, since both teams announced to the entity that they had reached an agreement for the fight for the light flyweight title. And for our last article hitting the headlines today, we see the UBO have announced their boxing awards for the year 2021. And let's just rip through some of these names. You can get the entire article on boxing247.com. Their boxer of the year, Noel Echeverria. He's out of Puerto Rico, and he's the UBO World Lightweight Champion with a record 20-7. The fight of the year, they say, is Holy Dorg Bitar versus Success Teta, and that was taking place in one of my favorite cities in the world, Accra, Ghana, for the UBO Intercontinental Featherweight fight, which took place back in October. And these were both Ghanaian up-and-comers. and we look forward to seeing more of them as they are. Let's have a look at their records. Holy Durgata is 7-0, and Success Teta is 10-2. And as I say, they fight in the featherweight division. The new champion of the year, according to the UBO, is Karina Fernandez. And she's the UBO female international super bantamweight champion with a record of 17-6-1 with 3 knockouts. And she fights out of Ciudad Juarez in Mexico, and she's one tough cookie. Prospect of the year, Summer Lin, the UBO female world welterweight champion, sporting an undefeated record of 6-0 with 3 knockouts. Can you already be considered prospect when you're already a world champion? They ask. And we have decided that you can. UBO female world welterweight champion Summer Lin is still only 20 years old, and she has 6 professional fights, as I said. And the WBO feel that that journey has only just begun. Well done for her. The knockout of the year, according to the WBO, goes to Patrick Liukhuto, and he's fighting in the WBO World Bantamweight division. In a fight that took place in Bekasi City in Indonesia, he knocked out George Lumoli. It was expected to be an evenly matched, back and forth kind of fight, with the winner walking away with not only the WBO World Bantamweight title, but also local bragging rights. But Patrick Liukhuto had no intention of letting the fight with domestic rival George Lumoli go the distance when they faced off. Lumoli came out swinging from the start, but Liukhuto kept his cool and landed a beautiful and perfectly placed shot to the liver already in the second round, scoring a spectacular knockout to become the world champion. And there you go, my sporting fans. The boxing fans around the world, thank you for listening to Talk and Fight. Once again, those were the headlines of the day, courtesy of our friends over at boxing247.com. Remember to like, share, subscribe our channel, and hit that notification bell, and we'll see you tomorrow.